This is Kalani with an introduction to the Developmental Community Music Approach, or DCM. What is DCM? Well, it's an approach to facilitating a creative group process that uses music as the primary modality. It incorporates a lot of different media and experiences. It promotes self-expression, confidence, self-esteem, lots of social skills, and reduces stress. People generally have fun and feel really great during a DCM session. It's used across a wide range of clinical and educational professions, from music therapy to recreation. And it encourages successful music making as a means to bring about positive personal and social change. So who is a DCM leader? A DCM leader is someone who is committed to music, movement, and art making, loves meeting and working with people from all walks of life, enjoys their work and life in general, is welcoming of new ideas, even if they conflict with old ones, works to gain new skills and knowledge, especially when it's challenging, is respectful of others' opinions and views, even when they disagree, uses all available resources to best serve his or her clients, is comfortable asking for help and not knowing at all, and trusts their intuition and the creative process. What are some of the essential qualities of a DCM leader or facilitator? We're going to look at 8 different qualities, and these are paired. The first 2 are leader and follower. Leader is about guidance, providing a clear path to follow. Following is about support, supporting others' efforts through aligning with their actions or ideas. A facilitator you need to be a teacher and a student. Teacher is about having knowledge, identifying things, explaining things in order for people to improve their skills. But you also want to be a student, meaning you want to ask questions in order to clarify meaning and elicit sharing. Also remember that you don't have all the answers. The storyteller is about expression. This is about being able to verbally represent what's going on, past, present, and future, for the group. But you also want to be an observer, or be in a receptive mode. This means using all your senses to assess current strengths and needs of the group. Spending time as an observer is very important. The final 2 roles are that of guardian, which is about safety, maintaining healthy boundaries, and setting limits when they're needed. And then also being a friend, which means really having empathy and understanding for everyone, offering physical, intellectual, and emotional support any way you can. All of these qualities, leader, follower, teacher, student, observer, storyteller, and friend and guardian work together. The facilitator, you, is in the middle, maintaining a positive attitude. All of these qualities are what DCM is really about. So what's involved with the DCM curriculum? Well, first we look at 4 main categories. The first one is music, or musical elements. So we look at things like pulse, tempo, rhythm patterns, melody and harmony, phrasing, all kinds of different instruments, how to use our voices, how to use laughter, how to use texture, form and arranging, and all that kind of stuff. Everything that has to do with music, which is a lot. The next category is movement. So we look at how to be aware of our bodies personally, in space. We look at free-form movement, some formalized dance, how we use our body language and how we read the body language of others, how we use gestures, and how we can conduct or give non-verbal cues and instructions. The next category is process presentation, and this has to do with how you, as a DCM leader, present yourself and the material. So it's about building rapport, providing leadership, being a good facilitator, knowing how to work with different methods, types of experiences, forming different strategies, bringing the group through different procedures, engaging them in different exercises, and employing purposefully a variety of different techniques. The last category is the big picture, which is program design. Program design has to do with knowing how to design a program that reaches specific goals and objectives, which means creating an outline, understanding how a specific goal or objective could be reached through a specific type of activity, using different techniques, knowing your clients, knowing different applications for the DCM material, as well as knowledge about your program in general. And then also we touch on some marketing techniques. So the really 3 big core concepts in DCM are inclusion, cooperation, and appreciation. And these form the foundation of the practice. Let's look at these individually. Inclusion means creating a welcoming environment, finding ways to help people introduce themselves, making social connections, and helping people be seen and see others. Cooperation is about creating opportunities to work together towards a common goal, providing options for multiple levels of participation, and guiding participants towards successful outcomes. Basically, it's helping people work together. And the final category is appreciation, which is so important, acknowledging everyone's unique gifts and contributions, providing time for personal reflection and group celebration, and basically creating appropriate rituals that promote a sense of gratitude. So important for a fulfilling life. We work with 4 basic timbre groups. We work with a lot of percussion, and those can be divided into 4 general categories. Here, they're also associated with colors and shapes. So we use the red circle for drums, the green rectangle for wood, the blue triangle for metal, and a gold star for shakers and scrapers and rattles. Let's look a little bit more about process presentation. So process presentation is the steps that you take to present a certain activity or to create an experience. And this includes knowing the information, working within a certain style, musical and social content. You may choose to present an activity in a number of different ways depending on the abilities and needs of your clients and the goals of the session, which can change even though you're doing basically the same experience or the same activity. The way you present it would change depending on your goals and the population. Some of the things that are really important to great presentation are affect, which is facial expressions and indication of mood, the gestures that you use, your eye movements, your the way you move your arms and your body, and then your general body language. And these are also things that you would notice in your clients and the people you're working with, and that informs you as to what's going on. Here's some key terms that we use. A method is one of 4 types of musical experiences, or actually any kind of experience, but in this context, we're talking about music. So the first one is improvised, meaning created in the moment. Second one is recreative, meaning playing something or creating music that's been done before, like singing a folk song. The third one is compositional. So in this case, we would be creating a piece that could be recreated or written down or notated and performed again, but we're really writing music. And the fourth one is receptive types of activities, where we mainly think about listening to music, but this could also relate to movement, which in a way is a receptive musical type of experience. An approach is a philosophical orientation or way of addressing something or someone. A procedure is a sequence of steps designed to reach a goal or objective. A strategy is a plan or policy for reaching a particular goal or objective, so a little more general. And a technique is an in-the-moment action taken to facilitate a particular outcome. Some other terms include autonomy, which is a very important word. It indicates a sense of self-determination, being able to determine your own actions, doing what you feel and are compelled to do, having a sense of freedom, basically. Facilitation means to help a process along, and we often do that through increasing capacity of the participants and or decreasing obstacles to reaching the goal. Conduction is a term that we use to indicate the in-the-moment use of conducting actions, which include verbal and visual cues and instructions. An experience is a word that we use to indicate a single event often perceived as having a beginning, a middle, and an end. And a program is a series of experiences designed to help participants reach a goal. We mentioned media earlier, and the 4 main types of media we use are music, movement, text or written word, and visual arts. This is a little introduction of the developmental community music approach. There's more information on the playsinglaughh.com website. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you at a DCM course in the future.